The story of the pyramids began over 4,500 years ago, when Pharaoh Khufu ordered the Great Pyramid of Giza, a monument meant to last forever. Most archaeologists agree it was built by tens of thousands of workers, but they were not slaves. Excavations near Giza revealed workers' villages, bakeries, and tools, proving they were skilled laborers who lived and worked there with pride. Still, the mystery remains. How did they move over 2 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons, and align them with such precision? Historians estimate the project took about 20 years, an incredible feat without modern machines. The Egyptians mastered organization and engineering, likely using stone rollers, ramps, and wet sand to move the blocks. Yet one question endures. How were these massive stones lifted 140 meters high with such accuracy? That puzzle leads us to the next theories: scientific, engineering, and beyond. Among the most accepted explanations are the scientific and engineering theories that try to show how the pyramids could have been built with the tools of their time. One popular idea is the ramp theory, the use of massive ramps along or around the pyramid to drag stones upward. But some experts argue such a ramp would have been even larger than the pyramid itself, making it unlikely. Another is the internal spiral ramp theory, proposed by French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin. He suggested that stones were lifted through spiral passages built inside the pyramid, an idea partly supported by modern scans revealing unusual inner structures. Other hypotheses mention simple but clever physics, wet sand to reduce friction, or wooden devices acting as primitive lifts. Still, no theory fully explains how the builders achieved such perfect precision. Each block fits with millimeter accuracy, proving that the pyramids remain not just monuments, but true engineering masterpieces. One of the most astonishing features of the Egyptian pyramids is how precisely they are aligned. The three pyramids of Giza are positioned almost perfectly along the north-south axis, with a deviation of only 0.05 degrees, something incredibly difficult to achieve even today without modern technology. Moreover, their layout nearly matches the alignment of the three stars of Orion's belt. The ancient Egyptians believed that the constellation of Orion was connected to Osiris, the god of death and resurrection. Thus, the pyramids might not have been just royal tombs, but celestial gateways, symbolizing the soul's passage to the heavens. Scientists still wonder how the builders could calculate the stars' positions so precisely, thousands of years ago, without telescopes or advanced instruments. Considering their age, this level of precision remains one of the great scientific mysteries. Perhaps it's this astronomical alignment that has made the pyramids a timeless symbol of the link between heaven and earth. One of the most famous, yet most debated, theories about the pyramids suggests that aliens might have been involved in their construction. This idea comes from the fact that the pyramids were built with almost impossible precision. The stone blocks fit together so perfectly that even a sheet of paper can't slide between them. Many have also noticed a strange resemblance between the layout of the pyramids and certain formations on the surface of Mars. In 1976, NASA images from the Cydonia region showed what looked like a human face and several pyramid-shaped hills. This led to the idea that Egypt and Mars might share a connection, perhaps through an ancient, advanced civilization. Although scientists have not confirmed these claims, even they admit that the precision and purpose of the pyramids remain unexplained. Maybe the pyramids are a kind of interplanetary legacy, a message from the past that we still don't fully understand. Some theories suggest that the pyramids were not just tombs, but powerful energy structures. Their shape and angles seem to be precisely designed to focus and channel energy. Researchers have reported unusual electromagnetic readings inside the pyramids, leading some to believe they could have stored or transmitted energy, like massive ancient antennas. This idea is often linked to Nikola Tesla's work, whose towers were based on similar principles of wireless energy transmission. Although scientists have not confirmed these claims, one question remains. Perhaps the ancient Egyptians knew a secret about energy, one that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. There's a theory that the pyramids were not built by the Egyptians we know from history, but by a much older, forgotten civilization. This idea is based on the fact that the precision, knowledge, and measurements of the pyramids seem far more advanced than what was believed possible at that time. Some researchers think that ancient Egypt may have simply inherited these structures from an earlier people, a civilization that existed thousands of years before and then mysteriously disappeared. Similar pyramid-like monuments can be found in Mexico, China, and Peru, all built with the same kind of precision. This raises a fascinating question. If civilizations across the world built such similar structures without any known contact, could they all have shared one common source of knowledge that has since been lost? Perhaps the pyramids are not just stone monuments, but repositories of knowledge, holding a fragment of humanity's forgotten past. There's a theory that the pyramids were not built by the Egyptians we know from history, but by a much older, forgotten civilization. This idea is based on the fact that the precision, knowledge, and measurements of the pyramids seem far more advanced than what was believed possible at that time. Some researchers think that ancient Egypt may have simply inherited these structures from an earlier people, a civilization that existed thousands of years before and then mysteriously disappeared. Similar pyramid-like monuments can be found in Mexico, China, and Peru, all built with the same kind of precision. This raises a fascinating question. If civilizations across the world built such similar structures without any known contact, could they all have shared one common source of knowledge that has since been lost? Perhaps the pyramids are not just stone monuments, but repositories of knowledge, holding a fragment of humanity's forgotten past.